Colombia is a great success story. Not long ago, the country was known for high crime rate, drug lords, guerrilla wars, and political instability. But as the security environment improved and the political situation stabilized, the country has now become a great investment destination. And GDP per capita has in fact gone up 60% in the last decade. Exports and imports have quadrupled during the same time period. Colombia's economy grew at 5.9% last year, and it is projected to grow at 4.7% this year, as per IMF estimates. And oil sector has been booming. Oil output has in fact doubled, almost doubled since 2006, and 40% of the foreign investment went in the oil sector last year. The reason behind this is that there have been some critical reforms in the oil sector, such as partial privatization of the state-owned oil company. And they also started allowing the foreign companies to bid for licenses without having to partner with the state oil company. Investment rate at 27% of GDP is among the highest in the region. So I would say the economy has been doing very well, and there are great prospects for the economy. Positive demographics of Colombia further support the growth story. The population is about 47 million, of which half are below 30 years of age. So there is a rising middle class, and consumer demand has been rising in the country. And even though the consumer demand and consumer credit has been going up, the banks do not have significant amount of NPAs. In fact, and in general, the banks are well capitalized. Due to the surge in consumer demand, there was some rise in inflation last year in particular. It went above the midpoint of the target range of the central bank, and the central bank had to raise rates several times last year and earlier this year also. But now the inflationary pressures seem to have stabilized, so that's good for the economy going forward. The consumer credit in Colombia has been rising due to growing consumer demand. And despite the rise in consumer credit, the banks still do not have significant amount of non-performing assets. And in general, the banks are pretty well capitalized. So banking sector is in good health in Colombia. The currency has been appreciating. In fact, it is one of the best performing currencies in the world this year. It's up 9% against the US dollar. And though Colombia does not have, it has not adopted Brazil-style currency war, but the central bank does have a program to prevent the appreciation of the currency. They have a program to buy US dollar. But despite central bank's efforts, the currency has been appreciating, which is good for the economy in a way, but going forward, it may also hurt the exports. All the three major rating agencies have investment grade rating on Colombia now, and this has really helped the foreign investments. Last year, the country attracted 13.2 billion in foreign investments, and it is projected to go up to 16 billion this year as per the government's estimates. Yes, a free trade deal with the US has been signed recently after decades of negotiations, and I think the free trade deal is going to benefit the trade between the two countries a lot. Among the risks that I see, unemployment at 10.8% is one of the major concerns. It is among the highest in the region, though for the country it has come down from about 15% a decade back. Other major risks are income inequality for the country, poor infrastructure, still very high crime rate. And the appreciating currency, peso, has been very strong in the past couple of years. That could also hurt exports going forward. So those are the major concerns for me for the economy.